Marston's domain.
Well, this came out of nowhere. Hey everyone, Marston here, and I obviously want to talk about Paper Mario the Origami King because we heard rumors that this game was going to be coming out, well, not particularly this one, but Paper Mario in general, and they just decided to drop this trailer out of nowhere, so I wanted to talk about it, what I think about it, and just how I feel overall. So, presentation-wise, they nailed it. I think they nail this pretty much every time. I didn't play Sticker Star or whatever, but Color Splash, I remember seeing the trailer, regardless of my thoughts on that game in general. Seeing the trailer, it was like, wow, this looks amazing in terms of presentation and graphics and everything. So I feel the same way about this one. I think presentation-wise, it's amazing. I think graphically, it looks really, really good. I think that the spin on having paper and origami is super clever. I think that it's going to be kind of interesting to see some things turn into origami that start off as paper. And I also really like the way they started the trailer. I'm not going to lie, it actually gave me chills. They really nailed the way they had this trailer and just showing off the game in general. Now, with that being said, the main thing that all of us, I feel like, are wondering and just overall anticipating is how the combat is going to be. And this is where Paper Mario has been really annoying the past couple iterations because I don't understand why they keep changing the combat as much as they do. Well, I know why. They've made a statement about how in the past, the Mario and Luigi games, they didn't feel like they needed two RPG games going at the same time, so they wanted to do something different with Paper Mario. But I think that them not really showcasing the combat doesn't really help with how anyone feels, because the way the series has been, they've made it to where we're kind of weary on if we're going to enjoy the game or not, or if we're even going to get it. So for them to almost avoid showing the combat, I mean, they did a little bit. And there's also another video from Japan where you can see more of the combat. And to me, I think what the combat's going to be is I think it's a mix of traditional and this new gimmick mechanic thing where there's rings and you can rotate the rings to get better combos. That's what it seems like to me, because in the Japanese video, you can see different attacks that he's choosing. So I think it's going to be a mix of that. In terms of leveling, I feel like that's gone. From everything we've seen, it doesn't seem like there is leveling, but I'm sure you can upgrade your hit points. I think there may even be a part in the trailer where you can kind of see that, yeah, actually I'm watching it right now, and there's a part where he has 110, 130, 150, so you can upgrade your hit points, which is good, but I think in terms of the combat, I think it's going to end up being okay. Now, with that being said, I'm still not going crazy about this, because I don't want to get my hopes up to then just be let down. But from what we've seen, it does look like the combat will be okay. That's at least what I'm getting from this. And the partners are back. However, with this, I don't really know if I care, because a lot of people, including myself, want the partners back. And there's not too much footage of it in the main trailer of the partners, but there's other footage coming out from places that I've seen, and I don't want to put it in this video because I don't know where they're even getting it, but I've seen footage of some of the partners really walking around with Mario, so there are partners. However, most of them just look like generic enemies, so I don't know how much I'll even care, but at the same time, we haven't seen everything, so who knows? Because there's a part where Bowser's all folded up and following Mario, which is pretty cool. So I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that we can look forward to later. But with that being said, I wouldn't get too excited about the partners because I do think most of them will be generic enemies. Well, they're not enemies when they partner with you, but you get my point. But overall, I am excited for this game. I think it's going to be fun. I think that a lot of us wish that they would just go all the way back to the traditional Paper Mario games, but they clearly just don't want to do that because they know how fans feel. So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to find a happy medium where it's a mix of getting people that don't really follow Paper Mario and getting people that followed Paper Mario from the start. And one thing that I'm really excited about is I think I could have handled Color Splash for the most part if it didn't involve the Wii U gamepad. I mean, I didn't like the card combat system, period, but walking around and filling in the paint spots and stuff, I actually did enjoy that. It was just the combat was terrible. So if this ring gimmick doesn't ruin the combat, then I'm fine. Assuming that the traditional combat is still there for the most part, I'll be fine, and I think I'll enjoy the game. But it all kind of depends on how that combat is, on if I'm going to really enjoy it, or if I'm just going to beat it and go, that was okay. So we'll have to wait and see, but overall I am pretty excited. I think that this has the potential to be a lot of fun and really good. It's just on the combat and if the content within the game is actually a lot of fun to go through. But we'll have to wait and see. It's way too early to tell. So that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. Are you excited for this game? Are you just kind of waiting to be excited? Or are you just not excited at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.